just leave it. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. And how are you today? Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Here's the daily CRUMB to help you along your way. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day this is for you. Morning for me. I tried to squeeze this in before school starting, and then I just did this whole smudge thing and realized I hadn't hit record. But I smudged everything here, went around the room, smudged the room, smudged myself. So I just thought I'd open up. That's why it was already going. I already lit the candle and everything, and I hadn't even hit record. Oh, well, one of those days. It's all right. It is Orange Shirt Day, Truth and Reconciliation. That's why opening up like that. Go have a look. Learn the history that we're not taught in our history books. Although I think it is coming around. Teach more of that now. Learn about the indigenous around your area. Hey, right. We're all traced back to that. Anyway, it's part of your heritage, part of the human journey. Part of this human journey, the story that we all share. All right, let's dive in here. All right. One card for self-care, because, I don't have a time close to me. Whoops. There we go. All of them just fell down. Oh, we'll do that again. We'll do that again. Oh, you can't really see them. I do have books up from my Big Eagle sister, Lynn. She was a child of the system, part of the 60s scoop, so read about that. You don't know about the residential schools. I didn't learn about the residential schools till, fairly, say within the last, I was well in my 20s, so it's over 20 years ago, but still I didn't know about that in school. I was quite proud of up here in Canada, but apparently, and the last one closed in the late 90s. So this has happened in our time. This was still going on, and it is still going on. Because in the systems, the child protection systems, there's more First Nations and Indigenous children than there is. And you know what? They don't. I witnessed firsthand, and there's a difference. There's a big... Nothing new, okay? Nothing new. I'm not saying anything new. But educate yourself. Especially, no judgments. Educate yourself. Like, did you know? Like, a lot of times, our indigenous folks get sick. Oh, they're drunken. It's awful. But you know what? Who introduced alcohol to them? Oh, it was the Europeans when they came over. Was the white man introduced to alcohol? Anyways. Right. Educate yourself. Self-love is an ocean, and your heart is a vessel. Make it full, and any excess will spill over into the lives of the people you hold dear. But you must come first. Beau Taplin. Recite these words in your heart. I am worthy of all the good things in my life. You are worthy of all the good things in your life. That's a little too close, eh? Let me see if I put that down like that, and then put this up there like that. Can you still see? Can you see it? And that is where you could have a better, clearer read on it. What is? Well, there you go. Well, what are we at there? That's a number 2, right? Learning to express you. Okay. Let's put that there. We got to kind of zoom through here. Because I got to zoom in the school soon. Alrighty. I am worthy of all the good things in my life, especially when it's been drilled into you that, hey, you are inherently bad. Like the premise of these schools was to kill the Indian and save the child. Really, that is written in legal documentations. Seriously. So check that out for yourself. But so when that's beaten into you or anything, it doesn't have to be in this. Every child matters. So even if you've grown up in a home where you've been shamed for just being you, maybe you don't think the same way, you have a different view, whatever, and you've been shamed just for that. We might not think that we're worthy of that, especially if we're treated like savage and animals and, uncivilized. What is that? But you are worthy. You are so worthy. And you belong here. Yes, you do. How do you know? Is your heart beating? Are you breathing? You belong here and you are essential. Yes, you are. Thank you for being here. Thank you for choosing to stay every day. Yeah, it's a choice, right? There we go. Okay. Medicine wheel. We create those cycles and those movements. But you know what? We need to acknowledge. We need to acknowledge the past. There's no shame or blame. We look that this is what happened and we don't keep blaming those, right? Well, of course, we need to take responsibility for ourselves. Okay, now I can change this. I'm not responsible for what was done to me, but I'm responsible for that healing and to change those cycles within me, right? Sacred spirals, right? Look at that. Isn't that something? 7, and that equals a 7 too. Sacred spirals. And there's a path and a totem right on the top too. Yeah, ego. That's the E shield, the illumination and clarity. That's the top and the bottom. Here we go again. Let's throw those down there. Top and bottoms. Can you see them both over here? I want you to be able to see those both because that is pretty cool. 7 and 7. And then Spirit is with us as well, helping us change this. We are not on our own. We are not on our own. Not at all. Okay? Don't fool yourselves. We have that help. Divine guidance. Divine source, right? And that infinite wisdom inside, right? We need to return to those things and have patience with ourselves. Have patience. Have patience. Absolutely. Because the wisdom is inside. So, that wisdom is when we become grateful. Grateful we are here. Grateful. The plans didn't work. We're still here. Right? I went through the DNA and it's in my family. I see. Down to my mother's side, Cherokee, my granny Grizzle. That is there. I see that. I see it on my father's side, Micmac. And they're right. But I did my the DNA thing and it came back 0%. And I thought, wow, that was one of the first premises was to breed it out. And I thought, they can take it from my blood, but they can't take it from my soul. Because you know what? That's something that I've always been drawn to the most. Earth Mother, Heavenly Father. We need both. But I've been drawn to those earth-based religions and whatever the most. That peacefulness, the intentions behind that and how they lived in gratitude of everything and respect of everything. And they use every piece and they return that. They treated everything as sacred. That's something we need to return to. Those kinds of traditional values where everything is sacred. Everything has a spirit. Everything is all part of the great creation. Beautiful beings. Biggest heart hugs ever. Yes, thank you for being you. Shining your light through in everything you do because you know what this world needs you now more than ever. Thank you for being you. Now, love you.